Now, this is the title. No, is it the title track? No, it is the first track of my next guest's album. It's called Feeling Free. He is Nick Reeve. He will be in straight after.
Come on and take my hand. It's time to hit the road. Got a million places to see before we head back home. The land is our friend, and this bridge we will cross again, and the hills are our path. Every fear we have will fade away. Got no worries, feeling free. I'm with my friends, feeling free. Open road, feeling free. Take a deep breath, feeling free. Let it be you and me, there for the world to see. All the adventures that lie ahead, all the dreams that fill our head. My heart in my hand, and my thoughts will go free. A desire flies with me to find lands I've never seen. Got no worries, feeling free. I'm with my friends, feeling free. Open road, feeling free. Take a deep breath, feeling free. We'll never be lonely, we'll never be lost. Love travels further than we can see. Live every moment, goodbyes and reunions. Love travels further than our eyes can see. We'll never be lonely, we'll never be lost. Love travels further than we can see. Live every moment, goodbyes and reunions. Love travels further than our eyes can see.
Now then, that is the first track on an album. It's called Feeling Free, and the album is called A Hopeful Heart. And it has been produced and performed by my next guest, Nick Reeve. Nick, welcome to the afternoon show.
Thank you, Joe. That's very kind to be here.
We were just chatting there whilst that was playing, because I said, have you got backing singers? Are you doing backing vocals? You went, this is all my baby. You've produced every single sound on that, haven't you?
There are a few other musicians on there, but essentially it's my work. I have included friends doing bits and bobs on there too, but yeah, essentially I did it all at home in my studio, and that was that.
So tell me a bit about yourself. So you are a pianist and you've been performing for most of your adult life?
Yeah, I'm piano man work is what I do in London, and I do sort of resident gigs and I do private gigs.
And resident gigs, do people always say play Lady in Red? Only because I had a friend who did that and he went, oh, I can't bear it.
It tends to be after a few drinks that one comes in, and I tend to ignore that.
Yes,
one,
that's the best thing. Just nod and carry on.
You know, there's about 5 songs that are without fail. They'll come up to you and they'll say, like, it's like the most amazing thing. They go, do you know the song Piano Man? And you look at them going, I know, I never heard of it, you know.
Yeah, that's my name. So you do that, and then this is your first album, is that right?
Well, it's actually my second album. But it's kind of, it came out, I've released it on my website this year, and I sell it at my gigs, and it's been the first album, I think, where I feel so proud of the work that I've done. And in the 6 months that it's been out there, I literally sell it over the piano, you know. And
do you, because now you can have a studio wherever you are, or do you rent a studio and go into it, or is it your own portable studio?
I have a basement box room in Stockwell, which is at the bottom of my flat, and I record everything there. The only thing I didn't do was drums, so I hired a studio and took my drummer in.
And this is a real album of love, and because is it your niece is on here?
It is. In fact, the final song, which is, we were just talking about this before, it's called Rose of the World. And Rose of the World is actually the translation of my mum's name, which was Rosamond, and my mum died last year. And I was sort of in the midst of writing this song, and when my mum passed, it took on a new meaning. And also my niece Eloise, who's in Australia, she's become this incredible singer, and I suddenly thought, we need a song to pay tribute to my mum and her grandma. And it's like a family generational song. So not only is my niece Eloise on it, but my brother Mike is on lead guitar, and my 2 nephews Blake and Nathan, who are quite young, are on backing vocals, doing a kind of hey, chirpy fun thing. Yes.
And so your mum didn't live to see the album?
No, the last time I saw her, she and Dad came up and we went to the theatre that night. And actually, they came to the flat, and we had a perfect Mum, Dad and Nick day, which was tea and cakes at mine. We did music, and I actually played Mum some early versions of the songs from the album.
Oh, wow.
And
so
she
good.
did say how, she enjoyed them, and she said how happy she was that I was writing. So when she did pass away, I sort of thought, I don't think these are worth anything. And then I took some time, and I came back to them, and I realised there was a voice and a message and things to be said. So.
Isn't it? It's so weird how things like that happen. There'll be signs all the time, won't there? Especially following a death. And you said when you came in, and you don't mind me saying this, it was quite quick in the end.
Yeah.
Because you were saying you were listening to Sue Perkins, who was talking about the death of her father, actually.
Yeah.
And it sharpens your senses, doesn't it? It makes all the endings very... So you putting this out, it was a good time to do it, because all your senses are they're like antennae, aren't they?
Absolutely, your sort of instincts change. And my
instincts change. That's exactly.
Yeah, my feelings towards what I was writing changed, and I had a lot more clarity about the kind of messages and it's called A Hopeful Heart, and inside of nearly every song there's a message of hope. Whether it's about love, whether it's about travelling, whether it's about memories, whether it's about people who are here and people who aren't here.
You've just come back from Australia, is that right?
I have, yeah.
Because some of your family are over there.
Yeah, the kids live over there, so we all sort of go over at regular times to see them and spend time.
And is
with
one
them.
of the kids' voices on here?
Eloise, yeah, she's the duetter on the final track.
And so you recorded her over there?
Yeah, so the way that worked is I'd sort of got this song, and suddenly my brother her dad was telling me and showing me stuff about how good she was. And I thought, I need to make this into a duet. So I asked her, and she said she wanted to. So I recorded the music here, and then I took the track over there, and I found a local studio to where she lived. And we went in there one day. She'd never been in a recording studio, and we did it, and it was amazing. And then
Is that the last track?
Yeah, yeah.
It's a bonus track, you say?
Yeah, because it's slightly like a step on, like it's slightly separate from the other tunes. It's a bit, I wrote it a bit like a kind of festival tune. So it starts quite reflective, and then it goes a bit kind of jumpy.
Oh, we'll play that at the very end.
Yeah.
But you've said you'll play for us on this
I'd love
piano.
to, yeah.
Have you had a chance to bang middle C? I mean, we hope it's in tune. People play it every day in here,
No, I had a little tinkle. I think it's
seems
gonna be
all right.
Yeah.
Loads of people say, oh, this is a really good piano. In fact, we did have the Maker. The Maker came in not knowing his piano was going to be in here, because it was chucked out of Radio 4, and we rescued it. And he went, I made that piano. Can you believe that ever happening?
I know. Somebody actually did that.
Yeah, somebody actually did that, and is a London Londoner and then came and saw it in this studio, which is wonderful. What are you going to perform for us?
Well, I'm going to sing the title track to the album, A
Lovely.
Hopeful Heart. And just if I can sort of push a little thing, on the 11th of November, we're doing a concert for the album. So this whole year has kind of opened up the possibilities. And so I'm doing a concert at the Water Rats in King's Cross.
Grazing Road, just off Grazing Road,
exactly.
isn't it? Yeah.
And I've got some really great acts coming up to join. So for 4 of the songs, I've got the London Gay Men's Chorus are going to come and sing. So Feeling Free.
They've
that
been
you
on my
played.
Saturday show.
Well, there we go.
Endless
All
amounts
these
of time.
connections.
All of them, actually,
Well,
through
no,
that
we've
door.
got the ensemble, so there's about
Right.
8 of them, which is
Right.
fantastic. And also my brother's going to come up for the song that we wrote for Mum.
So let's just, because also the Water Rats is an amazing venue.
Yeah.
It's a great place to go at King's Cross. And that is on the 11th of November, Sunday the 11th. So everyone can go.
I've got you some tickets, by the
Oh,
way.
thank you. It's called A Hopeful Heart Concert. And if you want to book tickets, go to the Water Rats venue, which is the Water Rats venue, all one word, .London. Or this is their box office number, 0207 833 3312. That's the 11th of November.
Or you can get them straight through my website, which is nickreevemusic.com.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now, what are you going to perform?
We're going to do a little acoustic version of A Hopeful Heart. So
Lovely. So this is the title track.
Shall I
Thank
go
you.
there now?
Yes, if you'd like to move over to the piano. Thank you. This is Nick Reeve. He's not played this piano before, and I've not heard this track before. So, Hopeful Heart.
I've given up trying to prove myself, given up living for someone else. Finally found the freedom to breathe, to live the life I believe. With a hopeful heart, a restless soul, inside my heart you'll find my home, a path to tread in this world. Let's go out tonight, I'm by your side with a hopeful heart. I'm finding out which way to turn, I'm letting all the bad bridges burn. Hurtful words will wash over me, like a river I'm running free. With a hopeful heart, a restless soul, inside my heart you'll find my home, a path to tread in this world. Let's go out tonight, I'm by your side with a hopeful heart. You are my friend, you are my star, we'll always be there with a hopeful heart. You are my friend, you are my star, we'll always be there with a hopeful heart. A restless soul, inside my heart you find my home, a path to tread in this world. Let's go out tonight, I'm by your side with a hopeful heart. A hopeful heart, a restless soul, inside my heart you'll find my home, a path to tread in this world. Let's go out tonight, I'm by your side with a hopeful heart. You are my friend, you are my star, we'll always be there with a hopeful heart. Hold on to your dreams, share them with me, and I will be there. You are my friend, you are my star, we'll always be there with a hopeful heart.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And I was just looking at everyone around who's just smiling. And also the fact that that piano sounds wonderful, actually. You play it beautifully. But it's your income, isn't it? You play all over London.
Yeah. So it's everything from Elton John to Lady Gaga.
Really? I'm just actually... Tell me, I don't know if this is going to play on the CD because I want to play the last track.
Yeah.
Just tell me what number that track is. 'cause I'm
13.
sorry, it is
But if you
number
can skip
13.
forward about 20
I've got
seconds.
it.
Yeah.
I can't skip forward.
Okay.
But I'm going to start to bring it up under us.
Okay,
and
cool.
hopefully this is
Yeah.
going to play because this CD player is playing around. Right. Beautiful music, beautiful voice, well put together. Hopeful Heart is the title track from the album. We've been speaking to Nick Reeve. We're going to play out with Rose of the World, which is a bonus track sung by his niece.
And me.
And you, and very much written for your mum.
And my brother's on there too.
And your
He's
brother's-
listening, and my dad's listening now. So
And
hi
so
to both of them.
Mike is going to be joining them for the Rose of the World as well at the Water Rats.
Yeah.
On the 11th.
Yeah, that's right.
If anyone wants to find out all the details, Nick, how can they do that?
The best thing to do is just search Nick Reeve Music online. It's Nick Reeve Music, all one word. And I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and my website's that one as well. So
And this is the bonus track from the album. Thank you, Nick.
thank you so much for having me in. It's been an utter pleasure. Thank you.
Sweet dreams to you, my love. You know we'll find our way. You know we'll be okay.
Sweet love is in our lives.
Oh, sweet love is in our love.
Where we go, the sun will always shine.
Years fly by, we still walk these streets together.
I'll always keep you close to me.
I'll take with me all the time we spend together. We've got a lot, we got so much.
Hey! 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 He gave us feet that we can dance with. He gave us voices we can sing with. He gave us hearts that we can love with. Now all my dreams are so sweet.
We may not wear the same kind of clothes. I think you have my smile.
I think I have your nose.
We grow together like a rose of the world. Make each other strong. Feel like we belong. I'll take with me all the time we spend together. We got a lot, we got so much. He gave us feet that we can dance with. He gave us voices we can sing with. He gave us hearts so we can love with. Now all my dreams are so sweet.
Every day may not be a sunny day. We'll do our best to make things okay.
Shine a little love with the words you say. And sweet dreams will come your way. And all my dreams are so sweet. And all my dreams are so sweet.
Beautiful music, and now you all know the sentiments behind it. That's Nick Reeve
We got a lot.
and Rose of the World. Eddie Nestor is here just ahead of his show.